Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for being here and looking forward to doing some coding with you today. So, um, if you got the email, then this document here will look familiar to you. Okay, exercise 0 is what you really needed to do before the conference started. Um, but if you have not done that, the main thing I want you to do right now is download the boilerplate code from GitHub. Okay. This code is going to have everything you need to get started with the project. It's also worth noting here that there is one other repo, which is this Vue.js Forge project repo. You probably saw a link to it in Discord. So this is going to be where every single member, every single session speaker is going to push their code, and so you can see exactly what's happening on stage, commit by commit. Okay. All right. So now let's take a look at our first exercise together. So the very first exercise, and what I'm going to be doing here with you now, is to bootstrap the project. In other words, get that boilerplate downloaded, and let's quickly just kind of go over what that boilerplate actually consists of, so you kind of get a good idea of what you're going to be starting with. Okay, so this is the boilerplate code. Inside of the source directory here, you'll see that we've got an app.vue file, a main.ts file. So yes, we are working with TypeScript. But if you're not comfortable with TypeScript, or if for some reason or another you don't want to code along in TypeScript, then I have added this little configuration option here in our tsconfig to allow JS. So anytime you see somebody on stage working in TypeScript, take the opportunity to learn from it. But if you want to leave out some of the type stuff that's going on, then certainly feel free to do so on your own. All right. If I open up the package.json file here, you will notice that we are using Vue 3. Okay. So Vue 3 is the latest and greatest. And we're also using Vite. Okay. So if you're not yet familiar with Vite, you can kind of think of it as Webpack, but a whole lot faster. Okay, it's going to provide a development server for you, and as well as use rollup under the hood to actually bundle your project for production when you finish with it. Okay, now we're actually working with a little bit of a modified Vite setup here. Okay, so here we have a couple plugins downloaded already into the boilerplate code. And this Pages plugin, what that allows us to do is actually have file-based routing for our project. Okay, and so inside of source, you have this Pages directory here, and so any file you put inside of this Pages directory is automatically going to become a route for Vue Router. And you'll see a little bit more how that works as we go along. Also, we're using the Components plugin here, and what that's going to allow us to do is anything within this components directory here, if we want to use it. So for instance, I've got an app button.vue inside of my components directory. If I want to use that inside of, let's say, index.vue, so on the home page here, all I have to do is use it. Okay, you don't have to import it, and you don't have to register it with that component. You just go ahead and use it. All right. So, excuse me. By the way, not only am I your master of code today, I might also be your master of COVID. So if you hear me coughing, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But we will do this, and we will get some code done. All right. So let's take a look now at the actual exercise for the session. So our first step here is to create a page for listing all of the boards. Okay. So that'll look something like in this screenshot down here. All right. So over in my boilerplate code, what I'm going to do in Pages is So I'm going to create a new folder called boards because I like my folder structure to really kind of emulate my resource names. So for our app, that's like boards and tasks, right? But for a blog, that might be posts and comments or users, so on and so forth. All right, so under boards, I'll create a file called index.vue. Okay, and we'll just start out saying hello boards. Okay, so now when I go and open my app and go to /boards, yeah, sure enough, we get hello boards here. Okay. All right, so that has the page done. Now I need to hard code some temporary board data based on the board TypeScript type. Okay. Um,
Hey Daniel, sorry to interrupt. So,
sure.
uh, people are having issues seeing the code, and so it's for everyone, for audience. So, we have to change some settings. Vito team has reached out to us, so we will
Okay.
change the setting and restart the stream in 2 minutes. So, everyone, stay tuned, and we will be back with Daniel in a while.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since we weren't able to see some of that, I will try to very quickly start from the beginning. Okay. So the project exercises here are going to show you exactly what we're going to be doing throughout the conference. This exercise 0 is what we were supposed to do before the conference. Okay. The most important part now, if you have not gone through this, is that you download the boilerplate code from GitHub. Okay. So that's going to take you to a GitHub repo. You can just click on the green code button here. And to be honest, I'm not sure, guys, if you can see this properly. It looks like different screens are all merging kind of into one on my end. I will keep going, and I will wait for my team to stop me if that is indeed the case. Okay. So what you would do is just click this code button here, grab the SSH URL, and then clone the repo using your terminal. So that would look something like git clone. Let me make this a little larger here, and the URL. Okay. All right. I have already done that. And what I'm working on here is that same boilerplate code. Now, I have forked it for the Vue.js Forge project repo. So this is the repo that everybody that is on stage through the conference will be contributing to. So if you go to that repo and want to see exactly what code the people on stage have committed, then you can go to Vue School, Vue.js Forge, the project. That's, of course, github.com. Okay. And this is a fork of that boilerplate. Okay. All right. So now let's get into the exercise at hand, and that is exercise number 1. I have left a link to this in the news channel in Discord, so you can get directly here. All right. So our first step now is to create a page for listing all the boards. Now, because we have this pages-based routing, and I did kind of go over this already. I don't know how much you guys heard of it. I apologize. But we do have pages-based routing here, or file-based routing, okay? And that's made possible because of the Vite config. We have this pages plugin for Vite, okay? So for my boards, I'm going to create a boards directory and then an index.vue file. Okay, so this is going to match up with any route, or this is going to match up to the route /boards. Okay, and a moment ago I added this hello boards piece here in the template, and so now when I go to /boards, this is what I get. By the way, if you aren't familiar with running a dev server on Vite, what you have to do, of course, first you need to install all your dependencies. Okay. But then you also can do npm run dev, and this is going to start up your development server, and that's what I've done in this alternate tab here. Okay. All right. So next step in this is to hard code some temporary board data based on the board TypeScript type. Okay. So what this means is I just want some local data, some fake data to play around with to kind of start messing with my UI. Okay. This is a fairly common practice when you're developing a new project. Okay. You just work with local data first. So up here, I am going to add a script tag. It is going to be script setup. And then we're going to say lang equals ts. Okay, and this just enables TypeScript for this component. Now, I want to create an array of boards. So we'll say const boards equals, and I'll make it a reactive ref. Okay, now I need to import ref from Vue in order to make that
hey
reactive.
Daniel.
Hey.
Hey. First of all, the stream is working great, but I think we are all seeing some glitch with your screen. So it would be, could you just try once to maybe remove your sharing and refresh the screen and then try sharing again?
Yeah, I can stop sharing and then
Yeah.
and then jump back on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, so
It's...
I'll hit share again, share screen.
Yeah, you can also check and maybe check the resolution of your screen once.
Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and allow that. Check the resolution of my external monitor here. Okay, let's see what we're got.
So
displays.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's actually it's awesome. Thanks, Daniel. It has been great so far. It's just the screen was glitchy, but well, people are enjoying. I hope, yeah, it's going on great.
Yes. Do you think there is there anything else I can do on my side? What if I close? No, that won't help. I'm trying to think of a way to make things better, but I don't know, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. So maybe like if you have extra apps open, you would try closing them. So
yep.
Discord, Slack, something like that.
Yeah, let me go ahead and close Discord, and I will close. So I'm going to leave Slack open. That might be important. Let's see where that gets me. Whoop, that's the wrong thing. So as I've told people before, I work with code, but I have an iPhone 5. So sometimes me and technology don't get along. All right. Can you see my screen?
Wait, yeah, we can definitely see the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my code. Is that legible right now?
It is. Maybe move into some files and we can see that if you move between files, it's fine as well.
Yeah, I'm adding some spaces inside here, and yeah, it looks like it's not showing up there, is it? I just opened a new file.
No, I don't see the new file yet, so it's still lagging, I guess. Do you have Docker on or something like that?
That is a possibility. Let me make sure that's not running.
Yeah. Maybe would like to close that too if it's there.
Okay. Let me quit that. Maybe that's running. No, I don't have Docker.
Although the good thing is that for the audience, if you create something with Vue.js, it won't lag as much, I hope.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's switch between some files now. Do you see that?
No, I see
No.
app.view.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, or do you think that I don't know how much time does it take for you to restart your system? Will it be like maybe all things are open? So yeah, let's not go that route first. Uh,
yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
can you turn off the camera, Daniel, once? Let's see if that helps a bit.
okay. So stop cam.
Don't, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm switching between pages
Now,
here. Files, nothing still. All right.
nothing happens.
Um,
Okay, so yeah, let's restart the VS Code now and see. I mean, although, okay.
yeah.
And how many Chrome tabs have you opened, by the way? A very developer-oriented question.
Right now we're looking at 5 or 6. You know what? I use Firefox, so 5 or 6. Yeah, yeah. All right. Um,
Yeah, maybe
let
restart the VS Code. Let's see how it goes from
Yep.
there.
So I will quit VS Code and open up Visual Studio Code. Okay. And here is
Uh,
the editor. Now I'm going to change files.
yeah, I think I can. Can you click
Uh,
on index
I
again?
just, yeah, I've clicked on index.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so maybe this is what we're going to do. What if um, I'm going to restart my machine and see how much time we got left, and then I'm going to push this code up, um, to the shared repo, and we can just kind of very quickly take a look at the code that I've written. Okay. Um, so
Yeah, sounds good. Like, yeah, definitely sounds like a plan.
let me try restarting. Thank you very much.
Cool. No worries. Yeah, we will be there waiting for you.
All right.
Thank you. Hey, Daniel. How did the famous restarting the system hack went for you?
It is restarted. That's all I can tell you. All right. Let me share my screen and just see where we're at, and then and if that doesn't work, we will definitely do some troubleshooting on our side, and I will get my code pushed to the repo where you guys can see it, and you guys go do exercise number 1 to go through those steps um, on your team, and see what you can make of it. See what your solution is. Okay, if I cannot make this work, let's try Visual Studio Code now. I see it's mixing with my browser there in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe change the file and see. Hopefully.
No.
Uh, no, I
No.
can't
Okay.
see.
Um, I will I will push those code changes, and I will let you guys be able to see that quickly. If you go to the project repo that all us speakers will be committing to, um, that is the Vue.js Forge, the project repo that has been shared in Discord. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hop off now and get that going for you, and then hopefully I can resolve the streaming issues here for the next session. So the idea here is just to hard code some boards. Okay, and that's what you see in index.view there. We have boards that have a title, an order, and an image. And if we go down, let's go down a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, and that's it for that one. Excuse me. I'm going to send you one more commit here. So that commit shows just kind of hard coding the boards. And go down for me. Keep going down. This commit is going to show actually creating a board card for each of the boards. So this will just allow us to display a nice pretty card. And inside of this file, we are using a router link there on line 13 to link to the page for that board, which we haven't created yet. But then on line 14, we're using a card component from Kendo UI to give us our nice lovely board and our nice lovely card. And then we have an image if the board has an image. Otherwise, on lines 21 through 25 there, we're just displaying a random color if there is no image. Okay. And then finally, on lines 26 through 27, we have the title of the board rendered inside of a component from Kendo UI. All right. So let's scroll down a little bit more. Let's keep scrolling. So now at the very end of this, the last UI portion is really showing those boards and looping over those hard-coded boards. Okay, so they're on line 31. We're just giving it a title for the page. We're using Tailwind CSS to give some styling, and then on line 33, we have a board card. So this is that card that we defined a moment ago, and we're just looping over those hard-coded boards, giving a board ID as the key. So when you're using V4 and looping over things, it's always important to have a key that is unique, and then we're passing in the particular board. Okay. Then on lines 34 through 36, we're creating a trigger in order to create a new board. Now we haven't actually done anything with that yet, but that's just for display purposes. All right, and yeah, that's roughly it, guys. Let me make this commit on the actual shared repo, and then our next speaker can pull that down and start working from there.